If you're seeing this video, it's because you're ascending to the next level of consciousness. Your thoughts are shifting, your emotional state is shifting, your energetic and physical states are shifting and leveling up. And we just want to ask the divine to give us a glimpse of what is next, okay? So this is a general reading and it's meant to be supportive and not feed anything toxic or negative. That is the true intention. So only take what feels helpful and healthy on board. And yeah, we have 3 piles today. Okay, so the first pile is the World card here. We're using the True Black Tarot to tap in today. Pile 2, we have this High Priestess card here. And then pile 3, we have the Sun. So let's just settle in, take a deep breath, and let's tune into this little preview of what's next as you're leveling up. Hi, Pile 1. So you guys chose this World card here, and you have been closing out major cycles in your life and are now moving into the next beautiful version of self, okay? Of course, only take what resonates. You might be at any stage of your spiritual journey, and there's no need to compare. But this is, more so about appreciating all the work that you've done up until this point. Your awareness, self-awareness, greater awareness, and just getting a glimpse of the energies that you're stepping into without, ruining the surprise. I don't think any tarot reading online can ruin the surprises that Spirit has in store for you. Okay. I was initially picking up this energy of music around you. Piano is coming through, okay, and also this energy of you being a healer and dipping your toes into different healing modalities. Some of you might heal as a profession or do it on the side, or that might be one of your life purposes, okay? It's being some kind of healer. You might heal through music if that resonates. Or you may be healed by music. That might be significant for you in some type of way. But let's just tap in, okay? Angels, guides, what is coming through for Pile 1 as far as the next level, what can you tell them about what's next for Pile 1? Okay, you have 2 cards that want to come out. This was upside down. 3 cards. Okay, so this is initially giving me this energy of more options and opportunities coming in for you than you're expecting, okay? Because with the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, it's like an embarrassment of riches kind of coming through, and you being put in a position where you get to choose the direction that you're moving in. And this is sort of telling me any direction that you choose is going to be viable or fulfilling or beautiful, but you still have the opportunity to make the best decision for you in what feels most fulfilling to you, okay? And that you will make the right decision, but that you're not locked into any one thing, okay? That's really the vibe here. Let's get more. Pile 1, what's next for Pile 1, angels? I'm getting this chameleon energy, y'all, and that is showing me that you have this adaptable personality, okay? You can adapt easily to other people's energies, to other environments. So it's kind of like there are different pathways and timelines opening up for you, and whatever you choose, you'll be able to adapt to what that timeline is asking of you. And it feels like that timeline is going to be meeting you in your authenticity, okay? But this does have to do with like a way that you can serve, and this has to do with life purpose here with this Judgment card. This has to do to you waking up more to your divine truth, and to remembering who you are, and to realizing and reckoning with the like what you're here to do, okay? And you don't have to put so much pressure on that, like, well, I don't know my purpose, or I don't know how that's exactly going to translate, or I am sort of caught in between a few different things here. But your life purpose is literally just about you being authentically you, a little bit more stripped down and exposing yourself to the world and showing up, and not being weighed down by the ego or fear or doubt or insecurity or anything like that. And again, just trusting that whatever pathways are opening up for you, like it's gonna work out for you, 100%, and it's gonna like create a positive ripple effect. And yeah, the world card that you chose initially, I forgot to touch on that. Like this is the very definition of like closing out cycles and leveling up, okay? But with this world card, 2 of Wands, I am getting for some of you potentially like other locations, traveling, being involved here, or something that's a part of your path, if that resonates for you. But definitely just like radiating out your energy, like going to places or being ushered into new spaces, new places. It doesn't even have to be far away, but just showing up and allowing yourself to serve the all in your unique way, okay, and in a higher level way. We do have the 2 of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck, which is interesting. 2, 2, 2, a lot of 2 energy showing up, so there could be connections involved that are important to you moving forward on your path. There could be romantic stuff that comes in along the way or deepens along the way on this spiritual path that you're on. But let's see more. Spirit for Pile 1. Yeah, I'm hearing like radio, the word radio. So that the music's definitely showing up here. Strength, okay. Are these all like random up and down? High Priestess, Major Arcana as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3 showing up in the spread. Gosh. Yeah, this is such a spiritual path for you. And I think for some of you, you've been working on spiritual resilience, building that up within yourself, okay? Shedding old identities, old associations, and moving, gliding into a more authentic, cleaner energy is really what's showing up. And, you know, really needing to kind of stop and honor yourself for all the work that you've done, truly, and all the changes that you've gone through and implemented, and just the new version of yourself that you are now. It's very much different from the person that you were even like, for some reason I'm getting like 4 years ago. You're a different person. 10 of Cups under the 9 of Cups. Wow. I think part of your soul's karma, you guys, is to really not over plan for things and to go by intuition. I think that's been one of the experiences that you chose to come down and have in this incarnation. Not to play the game by other rules, by other people's rules, or like imposed beliefs within certain systems, but rather to feel your way through intuitively, and really go by blind faith and by a knowingness, because you've developed a relationship and trust with God and yourself more so. I think that's been a big lesson in this last cycle, learning how to self-trust and then acting upon your intuition, even if, and knowing how much strength that takes, even when it's like difficult, or when it causes breakdowns or disillusionments in certain ways, in certain situations, connections, projected outcomes and paths that maybe you had in mind previously, shifting and changing and evolving and ascending, and you now approaching the path from a more authentic, simplified place that isn't trying to reach in a way that is not natural for you is coming through, okay? And this is leading to just extreme emotional fulfillment moving forward on your path, okay? Like, because we're getting a glimpse into what's next for you based on everything that you're closing out, it's like you're moving in a really, really spiritual direction, guys. So I don't know if you're going to continue healing in a more profound way, or like being a source of strength for other people in a way. Whatever it is, it's something that brings you immense emotional fulfillment. And I'm also picking, we were getting that love energy, that romantic energy deepening through this process and sort of becoming more apparent moving forward, guys. And this is like a love energy that's like grounded, warm, like solid, fully available and contained and taking you somewhere. It's a love that's going somewhere, it's a love that's capable of leveling up with you, right? That's the vibe. We have this Knight of Cups showing up here, so that reinforces that romantic love message coming forth for you. Okay, I'm picking up on a really good energy coming through for you romantically, whether they're around you in your orbit now or coming in. This is what you're attracting, is a deepening of romance. And this person, I just feel like they have a good head on their shoulders. They have a good heart. They have good intentions, and they are aware of what it is that they want. Okay. This feels like a person that wants to explore and see the world or have experiences that are emotionally fulfilling. And so they're going to choose the emotionally fulfilling path. And it feels like when they see you, you represent an emotionally fulfilling path that they want, that they feel in resonance with and are moving towards. King of Cups to reinforce that message, y'all. There's some love anchoring in your life, okay? As you're just continuing to, move forward spiritually within your own consciousness and allow the universe to present you with different paths, and you making the decision that feels the best to you, that is representative of new energy. Perhaps even like you just keeping yourself busy doing multiple things that feel spiritually aligned. Okay, implementing different practices that feel spiritually aligned, that feels like your focus. This love is just naturally like there for you, I want to say. Like even the word coming in, it feels like this love is already there for you. Even if they're physically not in front of you, or if you haven't met this person yet, it's like the love is already there. Like it exists already. This person and you, like the souls are already connected. Let's get a couple more messages, because this is just a quick little preview, y'all. 8 of Swords, okay. So this is about you learning how to feel and intuit your way through any egoic matrix blocks that may still be residual in your energy or around you, and just phasing through it and affirming to yourself, I am phasing through and moving through any perceived blocks within myself, within my mind, within my ego. Any old programs that were installed at one time are now being uninstalled. And that does mean meeting those blocks initially. Okay, so, you might feel blocked when it comes to a path forward or a direction. Okay, but if you can just say, you know what, I have my own blind spots, but I'm asking to be shown those blind spots, and then to be shown different options, and to be shown the best option where I can feel and intuit what's the best path for me, okay? And not being held back by fear, okay? Or a limited mindset, lack mindset in any kind of way, or victim mindset in any kind of way. 8 of Cups. This whatever new path is opening up will involve you emotionally disidentifying with certain energies. from the past, and moving on, really moving on, and creating space, and choosing, like 8 to the 9 to the 10 of cups, choosing what is emotionally fulfilling and not putting a cap on what you can receive, on the goodness that you can experience in this life, not limiting yourself in any kind of way to how good things can get, and continuously choosing the better feeling option, better feeling thought, the better feeling path. Okay. Isn't it interesting how I was getting that radiating your energy outwards here with these rays, but then also with this 4 of Pentacles, you know, sometimes this talks about holding back and holding on, hanging on. But see how this butterfly is getting caught in the web here, and it's kind of like holding on to perceived stability and security can actually sometimes keep us stuck from transforming. Okay, so this is just a note for some of you where that might feel helpful. Okay, but just like we're getting this emotional distance from the past energies, from baggage, this 4 of Pentacles in a positive aspect does ask us to pull our energy back from those things that are representative of the past, and to start to build ourselves up and not give away our own personal energy to past energies, or you know, it just asks us to hold on and protect our own resources. But at the same time, it's like with this 2 of Pentacles, holding multiple paradoxical realities at the same time, and both being true, where it's like, you know, protecting the self, but then also from certain energies and pulling back, but then also seeing where like in other ways you've held on too much, and you're holding back too much, and it's stalling a greater transformation that's meant to occur here. Okay, and it's not about, like, you know, your timing is your own timing, and it's perfect timing, your own timing, right? You don't have to compare or hold yourself to some invisible standard that doesn't exist, but it is to say, okay, well, like, transforming and spreading my wings will involve like making a decision and moving in a new direction. That's basically the point. We'll get one more message for you guys. This is just a shorter reading. Knight of Wands. This is that sense of like go, that sense of risk, and that sense of play and adventure in choosing a new path and just going, thinking a little bit less. There's a vibe here of like a certain level of impulsivity is being encouraged here, about like acting on ideas and impulses that come through intuitively from the divine, and not letting the mind hold you back or trick you into thinking that you're being careful by not going for something that is a really good opportunity. Okay, so it's just interesting how there's this energy of like holding back or pulling away, moving away in certain ways from certain energies, but then when it comes to like a new direction or a new path, to like not be afraid of just going and just acting upon inspired action that feels really good. And with this Page of Swords at the bottom, this is like new growth happens when you're willing to learn by going down a new path. That's like, by treading uncharted waters, you have no choice but to learn a new way of being. And so this is choosing to be the student and not be the master of a stagnant reality that doesn't serve. Okay, we have the Star showing up, so beautiful. You're being spiritually guided and protected no matter what you choose. Okay, no matter how you're moving, you're being spiritually taken care of. So why not go for the big, crazy, cool, exciting thing, taking that road and that path that feels like exciting and emotionally fulfilling and maybe a little scary or uncertain, but still knowing that you're going to be protected going down that path, and you're going to be learning, and it's all okay and it's all safe. Okay, 6 of Wands showing up here, this adventuring energy as well, and just knowing that you are a wonderful, amazing being of light, who other people appreciate in that beingness, and that this current level of your energy that you've mastered and are expressing now and will just continue expanding and growing, is going to be met well, and people really care for you and want to see you win. So I feel a lot of support coming in around you. The Seven of Swords, interesting. This can be the way in which you might be still afraid a little bit of your own power and your own greatness and your own light, but just about becoming aware of that and not feeling intimidated by your own loudness and greatness, like this line here, and your beauty, okay, and not being intimidated by other people who are intimidated by that, okay, and understanding that certain people don't know how to express themselves authentically, and that's okay, and you don't have to feed that. You can just be aware that that exists and maybe not engage with that energy as much, okay, and look at where that like hiding avoidant energy is existing within you as well. All right, final message for pile 1. The Five of Wands. This is an understanding that not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to be complete smooth sailing. Sometimes there's turbulence when we're ascending and rising. When a butterfly is breaking out of its cocoon, it's like a wrestling. It's a like writhing around and struggle. It's the struggle that the wings need to instill that sense of spiritual strength. So any resistance that you feel, any struggle that you may feel at any given time is actually a resistance creating a deeper level of strength, okay? When you go to the gym, it's resistance training. You're creating a resistance and you're creating a scarification in the tissue that's building up strength. So that is sort of something that you can take with you in the path ahead, that it doesn't have to, it can be a little messy. It doesn't have to be a perfect straight line. Just because you are moving into a cleaner, more authentic energy, it doesn't mean that it all has to shake out completely perfectly and cleanly, and you don't have to worry if there seems to be a little resistance in certain areas. That doesn't have to deter you from continuing on, okay? The Fool, yeah, again, something new is opening up and being presented to you, a new path, a new door into a new experience, and it's gonna feel a little risky, and there's new lessons to learn. Like, this is the reset of the tarot journey, the hero's journey, okay? And so with that comes new challenges, but also new experiences that are so stimulating and enriching and exciting and passionate and loving. There's love coming through for you, and it's just electric, and it's amazing, guys. You have such a colorful, beautiful, exuberant path of experience and adventure ahead for you, and I'm so excited for you. So just embrace it, and embrace where you are now, and embrace the lessons that are coming up for you now, because it's leading into the opening of this new energy. So yeah, guys, that's your message. I'm doing personal readings. I'll leave my email in the description box for that, and you can just check that out at your own leisure. Let me know in the comments if this vibed with you, and leave me a like or subscribe if you're not subscribed already and you vibe with me and would like to. And I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye. Hey, pile 2. So you guys chose this High Priestess card, and we're going to be looking at we're going to be taking a peek at the new path opening up for you as you're closing out so much in your own consciousness, in your own life. Moving beyond previous programs, okay, and stepping into more alignment and purpose. And I am just excited to see what's going to be coming in for you and opening up for you. All right, so we're assuming here that you're doing the spiritual work, that you're being present with yourself, that you're connecting with the divine here. We have this High Priestess energy, which denotes someone who is in touch with their own psychic, intuitive connection with Source. Some of you might be practitioners of the mystic arts, okay? For some reason, I'm seeing a puppy dog showing up here. Farm animals is showing up here. I'm seeing a cello or a violin or viola. I'm hearing the word trinkets. Trinkets, like little things, knickknacks, mantelpieces, jewelry, lockets, necklaces, pendants showing up. Nails showing up. Something about nails. Okay. I don't know why I just heard bookbinding. Candy cane. Sparrows. Jack Sparrow. Porcelain tub. Bathtub. Porcelain something. Cortisol. Okay. Those are random little words. That didn't really come through for pile 1, but sometimes random little images wants to come through. And they may or may not be relevant in any kind of way. But let's just open up and see what's coming in for you guys next. Pile 2, what's coming? I'm hearing rose or rose water, rose oil. Okay. Rose hip tea. What's coming in for pile 2? What's like a little preview into what's next? I'm seeing Harry Potter, and I'm hearing wand maker, wand making, carving, wood. King of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So some of you are working on, or have been working on, replacing loneliness with a sense of devotion to self and opening your heart on your own. Despite feeling left alone in the cold. Some of you may have felt abandoned by love or abandoned by God in the past. And it feels like this has come through in your experience to actually teach you how to cultivate and facilitate your own heart healing and your own sense of internal nourishment and fulfillment. Okay, you have such a huge heart, I'm seeing and feeling. I'm seeing Sabrina the Teenage Witch coming through as a symbol for somebody. I'm seeing someone going out like to see their favorite band or to see a band VIP or like meet and greet or behind the scenes. That's a very specific message. Like rock alternative for someone, maybe. Magician. Wow, guys. It's like I'm getting whatever you feel has not been given to you, whatever you feel like you've been missing in your life or even taken away or kept at a distance or like a carrot on a stick leading you has actually been giving you the very tools that you need to be the creator that you know that you are. There's been some sort of initiation through an illusion of lack in your life that's actually been meant to catapult you into a greater sense of love and self-devotion and devotion to your spiritual path and to growing spiritually and to giving you the tools and a framework so that you can receive goodness, but so that you can also serve the collective in a substantial way, in an emotionally resonant, healing way, and in a very intuitive, divinely led way. Okay, what else for pile 2? What can we expect opening up into this next chapter? 2 cards do want to come out. Knight of Wands. Judgment. These 2 cards came out for pile 1. Okay. This is about, oh, gosh. I'm feeling an immense sense of vulnerability, but also responsibility in becoming a more open, self-trusting, safe space for myself. It's like, well, now that I know better, I can do better, and I have this responsibility to move differently, to move guided by the heart, but also guided by my passion, and not stop myself because of a consciousness of lack, but to go and have the adventure, to go and do the thing, create the thing, say what I feel, live passionately, and live from the heart, okay? Really coming through strong here. And this is like, I don't know, this is a big awakening for some of you. Like, see, this is like moving in a direction. This arm is outstretched in a direction. This arm is pointing in a direction, okay? Wow. When you can recognize and awaken to the fact that you're an infinite being that is unkillable in a way, because the spirit is forever. Once you can align with that awareness and understanding and integrate that and embody that understanding and sensation of, I am an infinite being of God, God has my back, I'm spiritually protected. It's like this bigger awakening into fearlessness, into creation. Underneath the star, wow, we have the Fool card, you guys. And with this Page of Pentacles, it's like practically implementing the new awareness and new understanding and taking those steps, okay, into the unknown. Like, you are a star. And you have a very bright light, a very naturally healing energy, guys, because you're so connected to the divine. But it's now just like, okay, now we can move. We can start to take those steps forward. They don't have to be massive, but it is just like, instead of doing nothing because of a fear of lack in any kind of way, it's about the devotion to the like practically implementing what we know and feel to be true about ourselves, and how we want to naturally express and what we're here to share with the collective. It's like, just take the step, take it, just do it. That's the sort of feeling around you moving forward. Less fear, more like go and do. And it's still, there's a receptivity in that for you. There's a receptivity in taking action as you receive the inspiration to take the action, not stopping yourself when you get that hit, Five of Pentacles under the Five of Swords, okay? So yeah, there's some fear coming out, self-doubt coming up, that's being met here as you're working on yourself, as you're awakening to your true self and the divine path. It's like becoming aware of how, again, with these flowers growing here in this Five of Swords energy, it's kind of like, well, there's actually beauty that comes from this lack, this fear, this doubt. And this was, you inherited this fear and doubt so that you could realize and awaken to the opposite of it, right? But how can you know the opposite of it? How can you know anything unless you have an awareness of its opposite? Because otherwise it's just, it's a nothing. It's right. It's like God, like splitting itself off into infinite pieces to know itself in infinite ways. Because if the 0 point remains the 0 point, then nothing's happening, right? If there's only light, then it becomes nothing. If there's only dark, then it becomes nothing. You need the light within the dark, you need the dark within the light to create polarization, which creates magnetism, which creates a spark of energy, which creates desire, which creates awareness. Awareness can only be when it's when there's the awareness of something other. That's where the awareness of self comes from. So it's like you've needed certain initiatory experiences and of that crippling doubt, or Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's seeing everything negative that's been holding you back, 1111 on the timer, and putting it to bed. Okay, that's really showing up here. That's a necessary part of this creational process that you're stepping into. Anant. This is like cyclical energy, infinite energy, the 0 point and the end. This is like a Oribus, or like the snake eating its tail energy. Death and rebirth, the infinite cycles of death and rebirth in different forms, okay? But that this is again that message is coming through that there is no death. You're infinite. So what is there to be afraid of other than illusions that you've completely bought into? And it's okay, it's human. We don't know any other way. Like, we aren't given the tools. I mean, we're given the tools in a roundabout way, but we don't have that guidance immediately, all of us. Like, when we come into this incarnation, we just kind of assume, we assume the energy of what we're bred amidst. So this is your truth, infinity, okay? And you get to choose how you play the game, and you're always protected and you're always supported in who you are, because your soul is infinite. It's a unique expression that doesn't end. So treat it as such. Honor that infinite aspect of you, your own personal identity that will always be you, right? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot about creating the physical plane now, but not needing to do it alone. You've done a lot of this work, spiritual work, mental unclogging and filtering and phasing out mentally on your own, but it's like physically, it's like you're being ushered into this space of collaboration in some way, where you don't need to fear that collaboration because of past issues. Nine of Cups, the ultimate wish fulfillment that comes, and riches and abundance that comes in as you collaborate with others in a trusting, beautiful, grounded, emotionally in tune, and aware way. Unafraid. I mean, we're human and the fears do come up, but it's about allowing the fears to come up, not pushing them away, not fearing being imperfect, so then you push away the fears, because that's a form of this negative way of thinking. It's allowing the fears to reveal themselves to you at any given point as they arise, and just say, you know, I see this and I know where it's coming from, or I can understand that it's coming from a different version of reality and a different consciousness that isn't where I'm going and isn't who I am in my divine truth. And so I can sort of let it go, or begin to let it go here. Seven of Swords, it's about not shying away from that when it does show up, not being avoidant, okay? Some of you may have struggled with avoidant tendencies in your life. You know, that can show up in different ways. Procrastinating, or just avoiding doing things that you know you need to do for your own highest good. Avoiding creating space with negative people, places, and things, ideas, behaviors, out of, you know, shame, or a low self-worth, low self-image, self-concept, that kind of thing. But this is just about facing it and seeing it, you know, and seeing that in others and understanding where it comes from. The Lovers, oh boy. Love is coming in for you, if it isn't already here for you. Tell me more about this Lovers energy, because this is really giving me about like the inextricable link that you have with love itself, and how that translates and personifies in a person that is meant for you. That, again, like fate has you connected to this energy, this consciousness of love that will be showing up in a human form, in the form of a partner for you on this journey, okay? And you can expect this energy to amplify moving forward on your path. Four of Wands, reinforcing that message. Energetic alignment happening on the deepest, most profound, fundamental level of your consciousness and soul. Unification, celebration of two souls coming together, but of also just multiple energies coming together that are in harmony and resonance with one another, and are creative and constructive, and creating a safe space for everyone involved where everybody wins. That's the vibe. and how love meets you in that space and grows that energy even more with you. Three of Cups, again, like reinforcing that Three of Pentacles. Good positive energies coming in around you to engage in positivity and love and care, just the good vibes, right? It feels like when you're in this space of like connecting with people in a really good energy, that's when the love comes in and meets you. And it's going to be so fulfilling. It's just as you're cultivating that fulfilling feeling in your day-to-day experience, just within your being, the love is able to meet you there. Yes, totally. Totally. This is overcoming any difficulties, any obstacles, and shining your light and being recognized for it, being successful in any endeavors that you pursue, and that are being birthed from you when you're taking that inspired creative action. Three of Wands. Like, this has all already been manifested, guys, with this Magician, Three of Wands. It's like you, on some energetic level, you've already created these new things that are coming in. It's just now about, like, meeting them in the middle, practically speaking, and continuing that energetic refinement and mental refinement and clarification, okay, within your spirit. Just simplifying, crystallizing, clarifying. Page of Swords, continuing to be open to learning, being the student of life, not the master, but being the student. You can master certain levels of your own energy. That's what allows you to graduate and ascend. But this is about, okay, I've ascended and graduated that level. Now I'm the student and again, and I can embrace that beginner's mind that really allows everything to feel exciting and new. And like, you know, I'm not repeating old cycles, but rather I'm like, I might be echoing a previous cycle, but in an ascended, evolved, more conscious, loving way, more authentic way. And so I get to experience life brand new, basically. Knight of Cups. Yeah, love is being offered to you guys. It's going to come to you. It's going to meet you in the middle as you're just being your best, beautiful self. Ace of Wands in the act of creation once again. Beautiful energy, guys. Beautiful energy. And this romance is going to feel very creative and inspiring and like motivating, okay? But it's because you're lighting that flame within yourself initially. Hierophant, this is a high level energy that you're stepping into. High level soulmate, high level connections around you, high level calling and purpose. And again, like, you don't have to, like, your purpose doesn't have to be like this grand, like, majestic thing. Like, the littlest things can be high level for you, okay? It's just about how you're showing up in what it is that you're doing in the spaces that you're entering. It's about the quality of how you're showing up and the consciousness that you're bringing to it, okay? That's what's high level about it. And, you know, being seen and recognized and appreciated doesn't have to be by the millions. It doesn't have to be on a huge public forum, although it can be for you. This is just saying wherever you go, this is like the energy that you're bringing forth with you, all right? I'm honestly feeling like we can stop it there, because it feels like you're already kind of aware of these energies starting to crystallize more so, and you're trusting it, and like, you're there in a way, or you're getting there more so. So keep trusting, keep stepping into what feels exciting and new and different. Keep acting upon the energetic impulses that you get, and you don't need to like overthink it or find excuses to not do something that feels fun and embracing of a new creative energy. And I just am excited for this love to come in and for these beautiful connections to come in and support you on your journey moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. And I have my email listed in the description. If you are interested in personal readings, I will send you information about that upon your request. Take good care, and sending you a lot of love and light, and see you later. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, so you guys chose this beautiful sun card here. We're using the True Black Tarot today. Beautiful, beautiful, vibrant energy. And if you're here watching this video, it's because you're in the process, or you have been closing out old cycles in your life, old energies, filtering them out, phasing them out, going through a clarification process of anything outdated, old, irrelevant, and stepping into new energy. So we're looking at new positive energy that you're stepping into, okay? And immediately I'm seeing the color blue being highlighted around you, pile 3. So this is throat chakra energy, expression, letting yourself take up space and be seen, okay? Let yourself be honored by other people, and let yourself receive help and assistance and support by other people. But that can only help when you are presenting yourself and putting yourself out there to the point where people can see who you are, where you're coming from, and where people can infer what you need as a soul because of how you naturally express. So that's coming up. I do feel this energy of support coming in around you, or wanting to come in around you. I'm also getting the energy of messengers coming in around you. So paying attention to where God is sending you divine messengers through people, places, things, signs, videos, license plates, just all of that. Anything, any feedback that you're getting from the universe, it's like to pay attention and to listen right now, okay? Because I am getting that you're being guided and directed right now through signs and synchronicities, through dreams even, I'm getting for some of you. I feel like you may be getting a lot of messages from dreams about where there's work being done, where there are things being filtered out, ventilated from your system, what you've still been holding on to, and the potential pathways energetically that you may be guided towards. Okay, the dream work feels big for this group. Journaling feels good for this pile, okay? I'm seeing a squirrel harvesting nuts for the winter, so this is giving me the energy of someone who may have a tendency to hoard resources, or to, or there's a need even to kind of conserve your resources, as opposed to like spending it all or giving it away. Or in a way, it feels like I'm getting for you guys, pile 3, that you are a giver, that you have given a lot in certain ways, but then there have also been other aspects where you really pull back and don't give of yourself. Like maybe, again, in your authentic expression, there may be work being done in just like allowing the world to see more of you and who you are. But then it's like, I also feel like you do give, and you have put effort into certain relationships or certain pathways here that you've cared about, okay? But I am getting more of this sense of you pulling in a return now, more so, and getting a little I'm just getting the sense of you kind of coming across gold, or you being given gold, or you like finding your own gold, okay? I'm seeing like kids in a swimming pool or something, and this could relate to like past memories of yourself as a child that have been frozen in your body, and that may be coming back up either through dreams or through triggers or through just something that brings up a childhood memory in some type of way, where it's giving you some type of perspective is coming through here on maybe a past trauma or something that you've held on to, or something that is relevant now in some way. Okay, some of you might actually have children if that resonates, and you might be experiencing some karma through your engagement with children, whether it's your child or children in your vicinity, family or friends or something. I don't know if there are like triggers coming up, or even like inspiration coming up through engagement with children, and tapping into your own inner child, okay, is coming through. What else is showing up here? I'm seeing the number 8. Okay, so this is infinite abundance, getting in touch with your own sense of infinite abundance as a frequency, as an energy, not as a number in your bank account, okay? Seeing abundance as more than just money, and recognizing that it's a state of being and thinking and relating with yourself and with life and existence, okay? And how like as you're moving more into this abundant energy, anything that's not a frequency match to abundance is going to be coming up to the surface to be met. Any blocks, any distortions, any memories, anything you're still holding on to that prevents this full, open, liberated relationship and identity of being abundance itself is going to be met here. Okay, so that's really good. What else is coming through? Some of you guys do have a negative voice in your head that spins things in a negative way, and this is being rectified, or this is being like met in some type of way, or wanting to, so that you can pivot away from that voice when it shows up. It's like a pesky, intrusive voice that feels familiar, but Knight of Wands. Yeah, there may be some fire that wants to be ventilated. Okay. There may, like, energy really wants to move within you right now, Pile 3. We have the Chariot card showing up. So you are being guided forward by your higher self and by the universe at this time. But I am feeling that because energy wants to move, it's important that you allow it to move by, like, I don't know if this is like working out, like going to a boxing gym, punching a pillow, something, getting excess anger or fire out, being creative, not thinking so much, but just doing and acting and being. Even if something feels impulsive, it's okay to like move energy, and obviously it's okay to still be mindful in your action, okay? But I am just getting this feeling of like, if your system is telling you to do something or move in a direction, it's okay to do it and to just learn through doing, okay? Trial by fire, literally here. 3 of Cups. Let's get more. Again, there's something about people around you coming up, okay? That's kind of like either triggering something within you, showing you a mirror, or also like uplifting and supporting some kind of like movement forward in your life where it's like, just go. Don't think, just go. There might be something coming up within people that you're connecting with at this time here. Does feel more positive than anything. I'm picking up on X-Men or Marvel superheroes for someone watching as a symbol. Like, I'm seeing Storm. I'm seeing Emma Frost. Jean Grey, Phoenix. 8 of Cups. Okay. Again, this is like memories from the past and leaving certain things behind you so that you can move into a brighter, more fulfilling energy that is more representative of like emotionally where you are now and where you want to be, and creating space with any energies that aren't really. So I don't know if there are triggers coming up around friend dynamics in some type of way that are causing you to kind of emotionally withdraw, or needing to emotionally withdraw and sort of assess like, okay, is this really for me right now? Is this resonating in my emotional frequency? Or is this, you know, or maybe these triggers, if this is an applicable message for you, are showing you where you're needing to just walk away from certain things from your past, or it's going to be different for everybody, but there is this idea of emotionally disidentifying with energies that are stale and outdated, and this may be revealed through triggers or through a release of energy, anger in some type of way. We have the 5 of Wands coming up, which is again that fire that creates a sense of conflict, okay, that wants to, it does want to resolve, but that dust can only settle when you create space, and so that is okay here, all right? And this, again, this is just talking about when there's conflict, or triggers or anger or anything that comes up, it's okay to just give it space and allow it, but just choose compassion for yourself and others, and sometimes that space is the most compassionate thing we can do. 2 of Wands. I'm seeing a wind-up toy or a wind-up mouse or something weird. Knight of Cups. Interesting. This is interesting energy. Pile 3. Hierophant. Magician. Interesting. The World. Okay, what is this, God? I'm hearing the word Elizabeth, the name, or Elizabethan. So this is giving me like, I don't know why I'm hearing royal court or like old world hierarchies or aristocracies or bureaucracies is coming through for some reason. So some of you might actually have a past life like karmic wound around bureaucracy or hierarchical systems of old that are sort of outdated, and perhaps you've incarnated into lifetime after lifetime where you've been met with these sort of restrictions from the outside or authority creating an internal conflict within yourself about who you really are. Okay, that's coming up for somebody here. For others of you, there's a need to create structure energetically for yourself, a routine to create, a routine to move fire, to do breath work, to exercise, to, again, move energy. Energy really wants to be moved here. But also, there's this call for you, Pile 3, to engage. Moving forward, there's this engagement with like a sense of romance in connecting with your heart, seeking out heart-centered people, places, things, ideas, videos, teachers, mentors who are heart-centered and can help guide you more and more into your heart. Okay. It feels like some of you may be in a space right now where perhaps it feels like I don't know if there's a sense of stagnancy or just inner conflict with things that you're wanting, but it feels like you're sort of in this in-between space at this time where you're just being offered tools right now from energies that are aware of these tools and that can impart wisdom around utilizing these tools that it feels like you already have access to within yourself. It's not something you need to go out and like attain. This is like something that's within you already, but it's just learning how to like connect with this. And this is opening you back up into your heart space, it feels like. Okay. I feel like a lot of you, like Pile 3, I feel like you are in, if this is your message and you're resonating, that you're in this sort of space where like a lot is being offered to you, a lot of perspective, a lot of like, again, looking back at the past, looking back at your childhood, looking at other people and what they're doing, looking at yourself now and what you could be doing, and just sort of assessing emotionally where you want to be vibrating and resonating, and how you want to be in touch with your own heart so that you can move in a positive, creative direction. Okay. In a way that you're not in conflict with that creational path is coming through for some reason. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like some of you are kind of like, I hate to use the word wishy-washy, and I'm not meaning that in a judgmental way, but I just feel like there's kind of this back and forth of like, am I gonna do something or am I not going to do something? For some of you, am I going to create space with this energy or am I not going to create space? It's kind of like 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door, and like not being sure for some of you, because we're getting this 2 and 2. And there's a sense of maybe like having multiple paths presenting themselves or opening up and not fully being sure. But with this Justice card showing up, I do feel like there is this like balance sort of being created within your own energy first, and then you'll know when to make a decision or when to move forward. And again, it feels like what wants to drive you forward in your life from this point is like your creativity, your fire, your passion, but also your heart, being led by your heart and being led by love. And I don't know. I just heard be your own boss as well for some of you, so that might apply. Justice. I just feel like karma being a big theme for you right now, Pile 3. moving forward. Moving into a space where things are being made right based on your karma and based on things that, again, you've carried with you in past lives into this one. And you settling sort of this internal fight because of like, I don't know, dependency on systems that were never had your best interest at heart to begin with is coming through for someone. Learning how to operate more from the space of love and not through the lens of a higher system that may not be coming from love. And at the same time, it's like with this Two of Pentacles, it's like there can be multiple, like energies can be both good and bad in different ways depending on how you're looking at it. Okay, so that might be coming up for some of you. I'm also getting here that it's not bad to be a part of a system or have structure and have a mentor. Okay, so you might be healing an energy within you right now around mentorship or around receiving guidance or around, I don't know, or around, there might be a karmic wound within you around being a mentor, being a teacher, and leading with your heart, if that ever previously created conflict. Three of Wands. I don't know. It's like I'm just getting that you're in this space where, what is this, Queen of Pentacles, where you're just, being asked to be present and allow whatever's presenting itself and showing up for you right now to continue doing so. Okay, because it's moving something, it's working something, it's helping you create more. But the only thing required of you is to really just like embrace change as it shows up and embrace how your emotions and how your body and your heart is responding, okay, to what's showing up and paying attention. King of Wands, like you guys have a lot of fire, a lot of like power that, I don't know, it feels like there's a trauma, there's a wound around being powerful and around like expressing your fire fully in some type of way, perhaps because of like imposed systemic beliefs or programming, societal programming from the matrix that are illusions. I don't know. Yeah, this is like past life energy, Six of Cups. This is like past life energy that some of you are working through at this time or being guided to work through moving forward into this next, as you're closing out things and moving forward. It's like some of you may want to look into past life regression, I'm actually getting. And obviously be mindful of like, you know, what you're connecting with and who you're connecting with, making sure that they have integrity, that they resonate with you, okay? But I am picking that up for some of you. Past life work, past life healing, soul retrieval work coming through, shadow work kind of coming up here, okay? Because your soul is wanting you to like, again, shine and move forward with a sense of openness and trust, okay? And so this fire really wants to be able to move and express within you. So I don't know, that feels helpful for somebody. Again, childhood stuff might be coming up. And again, we're getting that Three of Cups with the Six of Cups. So I do feel like there are positive energies coming in around you that can help support like this work that you're doing and who you are stepping into in your power, in your presence, in your abundance, right? That Justice card showing up again. I really feel things coming into karmic balance for you in this life and moving forward into this next chapter. Any last minute messages for pile 3? Yeah, this is really giving me past life energy. This is like the infinite nature of the soul, that we don't die, our consciousness doesn't die, it just changes form, but it's infinite and it's cyclical, and with every cycle it ascends in awareness and consciousness, and it gets closer and closer to the divine perspective. So you're able to kind of clear a lot of this past karmic energy with this higher perspective, and with less fear, because you have more of an understanding that the soul, your spirit, your individuated identity as a spirit and consciousness, there's nothing at stake, there's nothing in danger, like there's no risk in exploring all of this and in stepping into your soul's power in the here and now, bypassing the illusions or working through the illusions, beyond the illusions that you know, like this isn't good, or this isn't who you are, or there's a threat, or it's going to create conflict, or that you being your best self creates issues, or something like that's coming through. And that, like, oh, I don't have what I need, or I'm not ready, or I'm not, like, no, you do have everything that you need. You've been gifted the tools already, and now the greatest gift is in like awareness, and being spiritually guided and paying attention to the signs that the universe has been sending you consistently. Page of Cups, and that opening up of the heart more so, and again being guided by the heart and led by the heart as opposed to the mind, or fear or conflict or anything like that. That's not going to be informing your path anymore. And it's going to open up new, really good opportunities that are really lucrative, and really, where like all of this growth that you're going through, everything that you're clearing, and the power that you're stepping into is being met with like a stream of income that's reliable in a more aligned way, or recognition, or just the opportunity of a path that feels extremely gratifying and real and raw for you. Okay. Oh my God, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. And this is like, it feels like this, like as you start to open your heart, new opportunities come in for you that feel more heart centered, which then opens things up even more in your heart, which then brings in even more opportunity. Okay, so it's just like the snowball effect that I'm getting for you, pile 3, as things start to open up, as you begin to come energetically out of conflict with yourself, and more into like this deep resonance and connection with the people around you, and the sense of collaboration and unification and manifestation. Emperor, wow, yeah. Coming into your power, not feeling as scattered, moving forward, and into, again, containment and a little bit more structure coming through. King of Cups. And this is bringing in like a loving connection as well, I'm getting. Like some type of, I don't know if it's like we do have a masculine energy showing up if you are the more feminine, but we definitely have a counterpart type of energy that's wanting to show up, an empowered spiritual connection of a higher level. Okay, building yourself back up out of lack and self-defeat and self-attack and worthlessness and shame, and into the depths of love. Under the King of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups. What am I saying? Look at that. There's the depths of like heart-centered love showing up here, but it's just about leaving behind the past baggage. There's baggage that still wants to break down in your energy. So just embrace that, guys. Embrace it, because it's happening for you, not to you. Anything scary or destabilizing that comes up is all to move energy. And when you're feeling a shakiness or feeling some type of way because something's showing up, it's good. And you, even if it's scary and puts your body and nervous system in a fight or flight, it's just an energy. It's just a thought form that's coming up into the conscious awareness as opposed to the subconscious, where it's hidden and lodged and embedded. Now it's coming up to be felt, and you can move through it by shaking or having just a very visceral experience or response to it, and then it moves out and clears so that you can clarify your channels for this fire to flow that's so effortless. We have the King and Queen of Wands, and we have the King and Queen of Cups showing up for you, pile 3. So you guys are moving more into the heart and into your creative energy. But first, it's about looking at where the ego kind of dances around the things that need to be broken down within the system and released, any baggage, because sometimes our system gets so used to holding on that it feels normal, that it feels very not normal to let it go and to feel it and to see it. And so it becomes a little bit of a threat to the system when the stuff comes up, and it feels easier to dance around it or avoid it or say we can't see it or we don't know it's there, but even when it is. So this is just about, creating the invitation, okay, and choosing, even if you're feeling stagnant in certain ways, to choose to see the opportunity that God is giving you, even if it's beyond your current framework, or if it's existing in another vibration that maybe you're not fully aware of yet or not fully attuned to just yet. It's about asking God to attune you to what you're not seeing, so that the things that are not helpful and have been weighing you down can fall away, okay? And so that you can create that space for new, fresh energy to make itself known here, okay? Yeah, triggers coming up, like protection mechanisms coming up, I'm seeing here. It's okay. It's okay. This is just, and I know this can feel very overwhelming when it's all being said in just one reading in 25 minutes or whatever. But this is like a karmic thing. So this is like big life stuff that is coming up, and learning about ourselves as a conscious being, and learning about matrix programming that are illusions that we've become tethered to or just are ingrained in us. So you want to not be in a rush, even though, again, it's okay to act on the inspired things that whatever your intuition, whatever the universe is guiding you towards, even if it guides you towards breakdowns or triggers or anything like that, it's to open up the heart more, and so you can trust it, and it happens over time in a way that you're able to manage, okay? So don't worry about God giving you more than you can handle, because that's not the case. And this is really good. This is opening up love in a brand new dimension, and it's cracking you open. That's the vibe. So I am excited for you. This is just being human, right? We all go through this at different times in our own ways. It's unavoidable, and it's not bad. I think we judge it as bad when it's really helpful, and it's really clarifying and purgifying and strengthening in our hearts. So guys, Pile 3, that is your message. I am doing personal readings, and I'm going to leave my email in the description box if you want to reach out, and I'll give you more information. And I'll see you guys later, okay? Take good care. Bye.